twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars that rule the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
All right, they're off, doing them all at the same time. Desmond and Elijah, 1 and 2. With Atticus coming by, Juniper. All right, they're off. Capberry in the 1, Nikki in the 2, Jenny, Kelly, Marissa, and Allison. We got Capberry in the 1, Nikki out in the 2, Jenny, Kelly, Marissa, and Allison. Gonna get the 1. Nikki Otto in the 2, Jenny, Marissa, Kelly, and Allison. 9 Cruiser, Arnie, Will, Chester, Caleb. Chester out front in the 1. Arnie airing it out in the 3, Caleb and Will, but looks like around that last turn, Chester Curtis out front, gonna get the 1. Chester Curtis, Caleb, Arnie, and Will, all of them airing it out down the last straightaway. 14 Cruiser, Akira, Andre, Ryan Plummer out front in the 1. Out of the gate, it looks like Leonardo on the inside, Drew on the outside, and out of that SeaTac turn, it looks like Pearson, Drew Pearson out front in the 1, Leonardo in the 2. Oh, they're bumping some bars. Charlie trying to go underneath Ryder, but it looks like Drew out front in the 1. Drew, Leonardo, Ryder. Get the 1, full gate, biggest group of the day. Drew gonna get the 1, Leonardo the 2, Ryder, Charlie, Sebastian, Ren, Dexter, and Gomez. 7 Novice, Henry, Coleman, Theo, Rev. Theo Brain out front in the 1, Henry in that 2, Rev and Coleman getting out of that second turn. Looks like Theo Brain gonna get the 1 to that rim section, leading around. Henry in the 2, Rev and Coleman. Around that last turn though, Theo Brain pulling away a little bit in the 1, Theo gonna get the 1, Henry the 2, Rev the 3, and Coleman in that 4. Looks like Maverick out front in the 1 around that last turn. Maverick, Trenton 1 and 2, Wild White in the 3, Maley and Miles 4 and 5. 12 Novice, Helen, Tilly, Marco. Tilly out front in the 1, Helen in the 2. Helen and Marco 1, 2, and 3 around that last turn. Tilly gonna lead it around in the 1. Tilly gonna get the 1. Helen the 2 and Marco. This is but Charlotte showing the boys how it's done. Charlotte, Sam, Tice, and Asher 1, 2, and 3. 7 intermediate on the track. Lily, John, Oliver, Aiden, Nico. Nico making a move in the first turn. Nico in that 1. Lily, Oliver, Johnny, and Aiden around that second turn though. Nico out front. Lily trying to chase him, Johnny and Aiden around that last turn. Nico, Bianco, Fiore in the 1. Lily in that 2. Oliver in the 3. Johnny and Aiden. 9 intermediate, Jefferson, Lila, Henry, Nicholas, Griffin, Pierce, Luca. Another big moto, 7 riders on the track. Luca in the 1, Lila in the 2. Gonna get the 1, Luca, Lila, Griffin, Pierce, Jefferson, and Henry, and Nicholas. 11 intermediate, Elias, Connor, Isabella, Grant. Elias out front in the 1, Isabella in the 2, Connor and Grant, 3 and 4. Elias, Connor, Isabella, and Grant. Down the last straight, it looks like Elias is going to get the 1. 13 intermediate, Peyton, Owen, Nick, Akira, James. Akira taking the big side. James airing out on the other side, but Akira. Now the last turn, looks like Akira, Peyton, James, 1, 2, and 3. 8 extra on track, Arnie, Leo, and Will. SeaTac boys. All right, James Campbell, you need to let Coop in that 3. Last motos on the track, so balance bike start getting ready for second round. Like Caleb, Liam, and Coop. 40 to 45 expert, Kyle Campbell, the brand new expert, showing him how it's done out front. Kyle, Oscar, Aaron, Leslie, and Steven. Around that last turn though, Kyle Campbell out front in the 1. Kyle, Oscar, Aaron, Leslie, Steven's first race today out in the 5. First race, novice got bumped up. 500 novice, Sebastian Ryder, Drew, Ren, Charlie, Gomez, Dexter, Leonardo. Drew and Leonardo side by side in that SeaTac tournament. Drew Pearson out front in the 1. Drew, Leonardo, Sebastian Ryder. Charlie making another move in that first turn, taking over the 4. It looks like Drew Pearson out front in the 1. Leonardo. Oh, Ryder made a move, 5 to 3 down that second straightaway. It looks like Drew, Leonardo, Ryder, Gates, Sebastian in the 1. Ryder and Leonardo battling down the line straightaway. Drew, Ryder, Leonardo, Sebastian, Charlie, Ren, Dexter, and Gomez. 7 novice, Henry, Coleman, Theo, Rev. Theo Brain out front in the 1. Theo, Henry, Rev, and Coleman. With Theo Brain out front, pulling away a little bit in the 1. Theo, Henry, Rev, Coleman, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into that last turn. It looks like Theo Brain though out front in the 1. Bailey making a move, taking over that 4. Maverick in the 1, Trent in the 2, Wyatt in the 3. Maley and Miles battling out down the last straightaway. Miley trying to hold on, Maley trying to hold on to it. Looks like Miles and Maley. 12 novice, Helen, Tilly, Marco. Helen in that 2, Marco in the 3. Through that third straightaway into the last turn though, Tilly out front in the 1, Helen and Marco, 1, 2, 3. Charlotte out front, showing the boys how it's done with Sam, Asher, and Tice. Battling it out from a brand new bike in that 2. Charlotte, Sam, Asher, and Tice. Around that last turn, Charlotte gonna get the 1. Charlotte the 1, Sam the 2, Asher the 3, Tice in the 4. 7 intermediate. Looks like Lily, John, Aiden, Nico. John, Oliver, and Aiden out of that last turn. Nico Bianco Fiore in the 1. Lily Diamond in the 2. Johnny in the 3. The Brick House in the 4. And Aiden in the 5. 9 intermediate. Jefferson, Lila, Henry, Nicholas, Griffin, Pierce, Luca. Luca out front in the 1. Luca in the 1. Lila in that 2. 5 and under novice, full gate out of the gate. Looks like Drew with the hole shot again. Leonardo in the 2, Ryder Gates in the 3. Sebastian Gomez in that 6. Dexter, Ren, and Charlie. But it looks, Charlie making some moves again, going from 8 to 6. But it looks like Drew out front in the 1, Leonardo in the 2. Ryder, Sebastian, Charlie. Drew, Leonardo, Ryder, Sebastian, Charlie, Ren, Gomez, and Dexter finishing off full gate. 5 and under novice. 7 novice. Theo, Henry, Coleman. Oh, Rev. Looks like he's having some problems with the bike. We'll get that checked out. But it looks like we got Theo Brain out front in the 1. Theo, Henry, Coleman. We're checking out on Rev's bike. Looks like a chain might have popped off, but Theo in the 1. Henry in the 2. And Coleman in the 3. Down that third straightaway into that last turn. Theo Brain out front in the 1. Theo, Henry, Coleman, 1, 2, and 3. Helen and Marco. Marco right on her in that 3. Around that last turn, it looks like Tilly out front in the 1. Tilly gonna get the 1. Oh, Marco trying to make a move. Tilly, Helen, Marco, 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
5 and under intermediate. Asher, Sam, Gio, Charlotte, Tice. Charlotte out front in the 1. Asher in that 2. Tice, Sam, and Gio. Looks like Asher, Tice, and Sam all mixed up this round. Out that last turn though, Charlotte showing the boys how it's done out front in the 1. Charlotte gonna get the 1. Asher gonna get the 2. Tice the 3. Sam and Gio. 7 intermediate. Lily, Johnny, Oliver, Aiden, Nico, Bianco, Fiore out front in the 1. Lily Diamond in the 2. Johnny, Oliver, and Aiden. Around that last turn though, Nico out front in the 1. Nico in the 1. Lily in the 2. Johnny in the 3. The Brick House in the 4 and Aiden in the 5. Luca out front in the 1. Luca, Lila, Owen, Lila, Griffin, 1, 2, 3. Henry, Grant, Jefferson, and Nicholas around that last turn. Luca, Bianco, Fiore out front in the 1. Lila in the 2. Griffin in the 3. Looks like Luca gonna get the 1. Lila the 2. Griffin the 3. Henry. Jefferson trying to make a push. Jefferson, Grant, and Grant. Grant went down. He's back up racing though in the 4. Elias out front in the 1, Connor, Isabella, and Grant around that last turn. Elias Gilhan out front in the 1. Elias out front. Elias gonna get the 1. Connor the 2. Isabella the 3. And Grant, yeah, get the 4.